Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Gabe, lower third, right there to assure, no jokes. And welcome to the channel where we cover simple trading strategies to help you consistently win in the markets. Whether you're new to trading, a options trader, a seasoned pro, a day trader, swing trader, a Pokemon card trader, you've come to the right place where we can remove all the noise and barriers to learning the art of trading. Now, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more content like this, and for your chance to win an annual master level subscription to Trade1348.com, a $1,348 value, home of the traffic light alert system, the simplest, most powerful, and profitable algorithmic alert system on the planet. And shameless plug because well, yeah, check it out, link down in the description. With over 16,000 members and growing, traders just like you are having fun and unraveling the mysteries of the market and growing their portfolios exponentially. We're printing like Xerox, baby. Check it out at Trade1348.com, promo code Print City for your first month for just $5. Is cheaper than a foot long these days. Come on, it's inflation. Okay, so what you came here for, the ultimate 5-minute day trading, scalping, screener, and chart. Also, get your free chart. Link in the description, especially if you have TradingView. So if you're familiar with TradingView, you may or may not be familiar with its screener, and this is a very powerful tool helping you to identify potential scalp opportunities on the 1 minute, the 3 minute, the 5 minute time frames. You want the 4 hour? We give that to you too. You want the daily? Hey, you got a 9 to 5 job? We give that to you too. So here we are on TradingView, and if you're not familiar with how to navigate to the screener, let me show you. And by the way, how do I look with this camera angle? Probably still ugly, but Thundercats. Oh, okay. So products, we highlight products, go to screeners, click stock. From here, what we want to do is make sure a couple of things here. The time frame that we want this information from. You have the 1 minute, the 5 minute, 15, 30, 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, and daily. A lot of traders like to use the 1 minute for scalps. Some like to use 5 minute, which is a more common intraday trading time. And then we have the 30-minute hour, so on and so forth. Those who want to swing, maybe have a 9 to 5 job. You might probably live on the 4 hour, or you might live on the daily. Okay, so here we go. Let's select 5 minute here. What we want to do is use a default screener. I like the most capitalized screener here. Now from here, what we're going to do is click filters. And as you can see, we have our default settings here for most capitalized. Now, why do I pick most capitalized? Because these are tickers that generally move with purpose, and they're not as manipulated as, let's say, a penny stock, right? So I like to play with the big boys, and I'm an options trader, so there's a lot of money when you play with the big boys. We have descriptive here, you have financials, and you have technicals, and technicals are basically what we want to take a look at. And first off, we want to take a look at RSI. And what we want to do is, since we're setting up for the tickers to be oversold. Now, I don't like playing overbought tickers because when you are in a trend, they tend to just keep going up and up and up. So what I like to do is play oversold tickers. So what we're going to do is set this value to below or equal to, and I'm going to set that to 37. This is your relative strength index. What is RSI? The Relative Strength Index, or RSI, is a popular momentum oscillator introduced in 1978. The RSI provides technical traders with signals about bullish and bearish price momentum and is often plotted beneath the graph on an asset's price. An asset is usually considered overbought when the RSI is above 70 and oversold when it is below 30. The RSI line crossing below the overbought line or above the oversold line is often seen by traders as a signal to buy and sell. The RSI works best in trading ranges rather than trending markets. And well, you know what? Disclaimer, it's Friday. and the market is trending to the downside, but there's still opportunities to catch scalps and bounces to the upside. So next up, the next technical we want to find is ATR. You could simply type it in just like we typed in RSI. Average true range. Well, we want this to be above or equal to at or about 25 cents. So what this is telling me is that on the 5-minute, it has an average true range of 25 cents. Basically how much the stock actually moves within that candle. Now, for a more specific definition, ATR, the average true range, is a market volatility indicator used in technical analysis. It's typically derived from the 14-day simple moving average of a series of true range indicators. The ATR was initially developed for use of commodity markets, but has since been applied to all types of securities. ATR show investors the average range prices swing for an investment over a specified period. Now, we're getting an average over the 5-minute candle, so that's going to be at or about 70 minutes. When you are playing on the 4-hour and or daily, you might want to make that number a little higher. But what this assures is that you're playing into volatility and you're not playing with, let's say, a dead mover. So I like to set my settings to 25 cents or above. We have 27 tickers that meet our condition. Also, what I like to do is go ahead and toggle the 3 dots here and turn on average true range. So what's happening here? This is where I tell you guys you want to go ahead and make sure you set your settings, and it differs whether it's on the 5-minute, the 4-hour, or the daily. As you can see, the numbers get larger because it's a larger candle. So back to the 5-minute, because we're attempting to scalp the 5-minute. I'm going to go ahead and pick the SPY. I like to trade the SPY. Who doesn't like to trade the SPY? What you guys are seeing is a proprietary chart that's used by our Trade 1348 community. This is known as the master chart, and we'll break this down in another video. Make sure you guys hit like, share, subscribe. But what we're able to identify on the 5-minute is, per that alert and being oversold here, we could potentially enter somewhere here on this candle. And what I would like to do, and normally what I do as part of this scalping strategy, is I like to look for a level relative to price sensitivity. And what we find is we have a level that's fairly close on the 5-minute. Let's go to the 4-hour. Guys, don't mind my levels here. I'm actively trading, but let's see if we could find a level on the 4-hour. Apparently, we're happen to be sitting right on one, right at 1033. So for more granular detail, you can go on over to the 5-minute, possibly even the 1-minute, and you can see where we have our levels established. Back to the 5-minute, what we do here is when we see we are oversold, we first identify a level. And then what we're looking for is an RSI break above its moving average, which is this yellow line here. Also, we have a proprietary algorithm known as the thigh gap algorithm, right? And this is abbreviated for the high yield gap, right? Thigh gap. And we have this finger here. I know, very, very simple. Just very simple. And the finger here indicates a possible reversal. And as you can see, there's a change of color and a change of momentum here, allowing you to scalp the SPY on the 5-minute. Now, if you were playing same day contracts or 0 days to expiration, as a lot of you, I know a lot of you like to, that is a 78-cent move, making this a highly profitable trade. We could show you other examples. For instance, one of my favorite stocks to play, NVIDIA, we see this also panning out as well. We have values of RSI well below 37. Of course, this would have hit the screener. And what we're looking for is, once again, the thigh gap indicator. signaling a possible reversal accompanied with a loss of selling momentum on the MACD. Also, guys, this MACD is a much smoother MACD. Just a free tip here. If you go ahead and use default settings of MACD, you could see how it is relatively noisy. And I don't like those settings. Now, this is the default settings of MACD that you'll find on most trading platforms, 12, 26, and 9. What I like to do is simply double it. So this is going to be 24, 52, and 18. And what this is going to do is smooth things out. And as you can see, the bearish momentum coincides with the trend to the downside. And you could also see the times of weakness on the MACD. What we finally have today, which we have not seen all day, is a potential cross at the MACD. Also, what we have here, this gray line here is known as the 24 EMA. More importantly, this allows me to showcase something else to you. We have what's called the traffic light indicator, and this indicates a shift in momentum. And should you have gotten in on this indication, you would have made a substantial amount of money playing a put option. So this is pretty much it, guys. We can go back to the screener and look for other opportunities here. Again, refreshing every 10 seconds. Let's go ahead and take a look at Meta. We're going to open up the Meta chart here, and here we go. And we could see Meta is in fact trending down. The genie is saying the overall trend is bullish on the 4-hour and the daily. It's just one of those days where things are selling off. But in this example, you could also see that there's a bounce from here being oversold, right? Accompanied once again by our thigh gap indicator. And we're seeing a shift of momentum here once again with a potential cross of the MACD with the parabolic SAR indicator. Now, really quickly, our parabolic SAR indicator is a customized parabolic SAR where we mesh the standard candles with the Heikin-Ashi candles, which helps you to identify and stay in a trend much longer, along with using the stop and reversal indicators of the parabolic SAR. Again, these charts are proprietary to Trade 1348. The community, we are absolutely printing on actionable alerts. And for those who are still learning, go ahead and use the screener and put yourself in a position to take actionable trades to the upside. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you, before I go, I'm going to show you how to set this up with the expectation that you will get a reversal from the top down. Actually, you know what? I'm just kidding. Another reason for me to do another video and get you back, right? Anyways, make sure you like, share, subscribe. This is Gabe. I hope you learned something. Peace.